Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you all can hear my voice. Hi, Ikram. Can you hear my voice right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just testing my microphone then. All right.
Okay.
So thank you for joining me today. Okay, this is like see the last time I have conducted a training was on Flipgrid last July. Uh, so this is like the second last training that we are going to have from EDUCALL CFS Gambang this year. So if you are already aware of, okay, we have the QR code for your attendance. I have already shared with you the link on the email. So you can log in there to time in. Okay, and also don't forget to time out before 4 p.m. or after 4 p.m. It will be closed at 4:10 p.m. All right, so it's going to be a hands-on session. Okay, I'm just going to have like 1 hour of quick overview of all the trainings that we are going to have. So feel free to stop me anytime if you have questions to ask. All right, so what we're going to have today is blended learning and online learning and overview. So before I start the session, let's recite Surah Al-Fatihah to begin our evening training. Okay, all right. So for those who have just joined, okay, welcome. Okay, if you are, I think I aim to have this training for the new teachers who just got posted after July, because in the beginning of the PKP, okay, we had to take a break for a few months before the class started. So when before the class started in CFS Gambang, okay, we had crash course like every 2 weeks we have one training, or almost every week we had crash course training on the tools that we can use for teaching and online learning. So I could safely say that we all started from zero, and in the end we are close to being a Superman. Okay, some of us even have classes at night, especially in Gombak, because you have international students. And the students from other places like China, they cannot even access tools like Google Classroom because the government banned Google from being accessed. So what we're going to have today are a few things, okay, which covers all the training that we have conducted, okay, from last May until July and also until recently. So let me share with you my notes first. Okay, and again, feel free to stop me anytime. Okay. All right. Okay, if you need to time in, okay, you can just find your email and click on the link provided for your attendance. Okay, the learning items that we're going to cover today are learning and conference platforms, teaching tools, collaborative tools, and also assessment tools. I think these are pretty basics, especially for new teachers who have not been using this thing. Okay, at least you know there is something that you can use. Okay, all right, so before the class starts, okay, I just want to share, okay, what are the practices before the class starts online? Okay, usually we have to take the attendance, okay, ask the students to switch on their camera, okay, which is some of them are so stubborn. Okay, so you have to remind them. Okay, you cannot show your face on a video. The attendance cannot be recorded. Okay, sometimes we have to do that. Okay, especially with the teenagers that we have in CFS. So while waiting, okay, before you start your online classes on Google Meet maybe, or on Zoom or Microsoft Teams, okay, maybe you can prepare welcome slides, okay, to set the tone to your online classes or online session. So welcome slides that you have seen earlier. So where I have provided the QR code for the attendance, can remind them to the session is recorded. Okay, if they are not using their microphone, they have to switch it off. Okay, and additional items that has been added to Google Classroom recently was to blur the background. So from my experience, for the past like how many months of conducting online classes, whenever we have students okay, switch on their videos, there are a lot of things happening in the background. Okay, some of them have their roommates okay, changing clothes at the back, and it's also recorded on Google Meet. So you have to remind them also in the welcome slides. Okay, please blur the background. Okay, so and also okay, QR code for attendance. Okay, maybe some polls to for the students to participate while waiting for the class to start. Okay, reminders also. Okay, for students, use your computer for webinar, get your smartphone ready for polls if they have both devices. Okay, and install QR code scanner. I think everyone has this already. Okay, test the microphone and camera on the computer. So maybe at the beginning of the session, okay, when you are waiting for students to enter Google Meet, you can just say hi to them, check, okay, just to test their cameras and also microphone. So if they have weak connection, you can remind them, okay, they can switch off their camera. Okay, maybe they can switch it on before the class end, okay, to check in. All right. So another thing that you can remind the students to do, okay, is that when we are doing online classes, okay, due to the internet connection and everything, there are buffers. Okay, maybe you have to remind the students that okay, please do not speak at the same time. Okay, wait for the other person's voice to stop first. Okay, count until five, give 5 seconds, give and take. Okay, before you give your opinion. Okay, this is very important. Okay, especially for speaking activities on Google Meet. Okay, they have to really wait for the voice to stop first, then they can give their opinion before they can be heard, okay, in the session. All right, so now one way of to check in with the students is using IAttend. All right, okay, some of you are pretty much advanced. You have used Google Form, you also use Microsoft Form, okay. This is another way to check in with the students. Okay, you can use IAttend. This is provided by the university. So how do you use this? Okay, you go to IAttend. Okay, okay, iattend.iium.edu.my. Okay, I'll post this. Okay, I'll post the link on the chat bar. Okay, why don't you try and create if you have not used this before? Okay. So what you can do is, okay, I have to start from the beginning. Okay, log in. Okay, use your username. Okay, and email address. Your username and also your password for your email. Okay, to log in, and then go to home. Okay, and you have 3 functions over here. Home, okay, where you have your own QR code where the organizer can scan it. Okay, instead of you providing, instead of you scanning the QR code provided by the organizer. Okay, and also attendance list. Okay, should you want to create new attendance? Okay, events, okay, attendance, create attendance. Okay, Okay, events, for example, class. Okay, title, put in the date of the class. Okay, class. So start date today, end date is 3 o'clock. Okay, you can also change the method to check in or check in and check out, just like what we have for our training today. So you have to check in and also check out. I think this is better for the online class, okay, to make sure that the students are there. So one time only or hourly, okay, you can change this, or every hour, and then you submit. Okay, then you are given a QR code. Okay, so you can save this. Okay, save image as, okay, to be pasted on your Google slide, for example, the welcome slide for the students. So how do you check whether you have succeeded in creating the attendance? It's here. Okay, once the students have logged in and also signed in for the attendance, so you can see this, okay, and download CSV. Okay, you can find the URL link over here. Okay, if you want to share it on okay, Ikram asked, okay, can we use IAttend for our classes during RTI? Of course, you can use it anytime, Ikram. Okay, so if you have to share the link URL, just copy the one on top, okay, and put it here on your chat bar, so you can find that there. So if you want to know who has already logged in, okay, you can download the CSV or you can just scroll down. So we have Brother Riza, Hadi, okay, Bella, okay, Daniel, Fatima, okay, and everyone else over here. So this is the overview. So download CSV, usually the attendance will be downloaded as a spreadsheet. Okay, these are the time in and everything. Okay, so Fazira has already clocked out. I don't know why. Okay, you should clock out by 4 o'clock, not at 2 p.m. So this is the CSV file, okay, that you have. So they can organize that and send as the attendance. Okay. All right, so that's about it for your IAttend. Okay. So if you have anything else to ask, just stop me anytime. Okay, now we're moving on with Google Form or Microsoft Form. So if you're familiar with this tool, they are easy to use. Okay, but I would like to highlight that with IAttend, okay, just now we can set the time where the students can log in and also log out, time in and time out. Okay, but for Google Form, okay, you don't have such thing like a timer or when you schedule the time for the form to be used. But we have the same function with Microsoft Form. So you can publish the form at certain time and close it at certain time with Microsoft Form, but you cannot use it with Google Form. Okay, that's one thing that you should know. Okay, all right. So more on Google Form and Microsoft Form later, yeah. All right, so now, okay, we move on to a conference platform, okay, where you use video conference platforms to meet up with the students online, okay. The most familiar or the most popular one being used is Google Classroom, okay. Then we have Microsoft Teams and also Zoom, okay. So I want to do a quick survey for everyone. So you have your phone ready, right? Can you please scan this QR code? Okay, it will bring you to this question. Okay, the video conferencing platforms that you have used before for teaching and learning. Okay, so if you are not using your phone, okay, I'll put out a link on the chat bar. You can click that. So what I'm using over here, it's called Multimeter. Okay, it can be used to collect data or quick survey from the students. So you have shared, okay, 32% of you said, okay, you use Zoom. Okay, half of you said that you have used Google Meet, only 11% Microsoft Teams, and 5% Cisco and Webex. Okay, so like I said, the most popular one, okay, because it has a very user-friendly interface. Okay, Google Classroom, Google Meet. Okay, that quick survey. So let me do a print screen. Okay, and add this to okay, results of the survey, video conferencing platforms that you have used before for teaching and learning. So 53% Google Meet. Okay, so moving on. Now, Zoom, okay, which one to use if you have students from various background, various connectivity, various bandwidth at home. They're using prepaid phone. Some of them are using postpaid phone, mobile phone, okay, even Unify or Streamix, okay, and those overseas, okay. So which one to use, okay? If you know, okay, before you start your class, okay, you should do like a quick survey with your students, whether they have strong connectivity to the internet, okay, whether they have fixed landline or fixed broadband instead of mobile broadband, okay, are they using prepaid, so on and so forth. This is very important because you don't want students to be left behind. Okay, as part on or as a teacher, okay, you have a choice to choose. You want to use mobile broadband and so on and so forth. But the students, they are stuck with the certain type of internet connection. So let's see, okay, what makes one conference platform better than the other in terms of data use. So for Zoom, okay, for 1 hour conferencing, okay, when you use the audio and also you use your video, okay, you are using around 1.62 gigabyte per hour. That's quite a lot in comparison to Google Meet. Okay, it only uses around 250 or less than 250 megabyte. Okay, for 1 hour, less than that. Okay, so Zoom takes out a little more bandwidth than Google Meet. Okay, Microsoft Teams are also around that. It's quite high. Okay, it uses a lot of data. So you can let the if you have collected the data from the students, then you know what are they using Zoom or what are they using, a prepaid data or postpaid data or home broadband. So you can set the type of conference platform that you would like to use. Okay, as a teacher, okay, I think Zoom is quite stable compared to Google Meet. Sometimes, okay, Google Meet can just stop like that and crash, freezes the whole screen that I'm using, especially when I'm using it at the office. So good to know, okay, maybe if you switch off your video camera, okay, Google Meet can be a little stable to be used. Okay, so next one, okay. So what else about Google Meet? Okay, we have collaboration tools. You can send files through chat and instant messaging. Okay, full integration with Google Apps, can host up to 250 people. Okay, for now. Okay, but Zoom free access up to 49 people on screen. So if you have a smaller classroom, you can use Zoom. Okay, Microsoft Teams. Okay, we have this for free because we have our own account. Okay, on office.com. So you can just register on MyIIUM. Okay, to get the access to Teams. Okay. So for Zoom, okay, there is a waiting room there, okay, but there's no waiting room for Google Meet yet, and also for Microsoft Teams. Okay, you can also record your session using Google Meet and also Microsoft Teams. Okay, for Zoom, I'm not quite sure. All right, okay. Okay, this is Google Meet. Okay, you can remind your students, okay, when you click on the setting button to change the background button, to change their background, okay, to avoid any incidents, okay, unwanted incident. So if they don't want to blur it, okay, to use this, they need a lot of data, okay. So, okay, otherwise they switch off the camera. Okay, so now challenges in online learning and blended learning. So we have been doing this for the past 6 months or so. Okay, almost that long. Okay, the challenges on online learning is that asynchronous learning via video conference platform. Okay, the internet connection. It's the internet connection. So that's why you have to ask the students. Okay, what are the type of internet connection they are using, mobile or the home broadband. Okay, so for video conference platform, okay, check your students' internet connection. Okay, make sure you know which conference platform to use. Okay, switch off video camera for longer classes. Okay, switch on camera for check-in. Okay, and also check out. Okay, switch on camera at all time for class management. Okay, so what else I want to remind? Okay, so not only we can use the video conference platform, okay, in an online learning environment, okay, but I can also share my screen just like what I'm sharing with you right now, okay, for blended learning in the classroom. Okay, especially when you go to classes without any LCD projector. Okay, just ask the students to bring their laptop, okay, and then you join in Google Meet, okay, together, and you can share your screen for teaching and learning. Okay. Now, learning platform, another quick survey for you. Okay. Get your mobile phone ready and also scan the QR code. Okay, the question is, okay, let me move it first.
Tak sempat Kak Pip. Once
Tak
again, the QR
sampai,
code.
tak apa. I'll share the link with you
Okay.
because I have not moved the slide yet.
Okay, thank you.
All right. My slide, my slide. Okay, exit. Okay, how frequent do you use the following? Okay, the URL just now, instead of using the URL, you can go to menti.com and type in the code 1661480. You can use the same link that I have posted on Google Meet just now. Okay, not very often being used. Okay, so these are the result. So you can use the same poll, okay, if you're teaching reading, okay, or to the students, okay, and check their vocabulary. Okay, put the definition here and ask them to choose which one is the meaning of the word. So that's one way of using Mentimeter. Okay, next one. Okay, using the same link, okay, I'll pose another survey for you. Okay, questions are, what are the struggles that you have had with video conferencing platforms for teaching and learning so far? Okay, among the comments are the Wi-Fi is very slow. Okay, there's nothing we can do about it so far. Okay, buffering, yes. Okay, that's why I have to remind my own students they have to count until 5 before they can respond. Okay, so students limited internet data and weak connection. So we have to consider options like asynchronous activities for them. So waiting for feedback and response. Okay, one of the ways that I have tried with my students, if I want feedback or response, I have to mention their name first. Okay, count until 5, then they can respond. Okay, you have to call their names. Okay, the student's name. So Wi-Fi, so on and so forth. All right. Okay, so Bella pointed out just now, okay, the QR code was for learning platforms that we have used before. So let me drag it to the screen. Okay, we're moving on to this one. So the one that you are familiar with are, so if you have not answered this question before, okay, you can do so. Use a different code, 3432026. Okay, the learning platforms that I have used before. Okay, Moodle, Halim, Google Classroom, Edmodo. Okay. Okay, another tip that you can use, okay, when you are conducting online poll like this with your students online, okay, or even in the classroom, you have to remind them they have 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, keep on reminding that the polls are going to be closed soon. So for you, okay, 2 more minutes. It's quite long. So Google Classroom is more popular. I think this is partly because we don't have assessment to be carried out, okay? Like mid-semester quizzes, so on and so forth. Okay, so Google Classroom, more familiar with Google Classroom, okay, less familiar with iPadlet. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. Right. So we'll give a. I'll go through quickly. Okay, on Google Classroom. Okay, it's mobile apps and desktop access. It can be accessed by mobile apps and desktop access. So that's why this is really popular. Okay, but you have to remind the students when they are using this on their phone. Okay, for the first time. Okay, they have to tap on the post. Okay, to see the content of the post. So it's user friendly, okay, for beginners, even for the teachers, okay, connected to all other Google apps, Google Meet, Calendar, Docs, and also Slides. So what about iPadlet? Okay, this is our official learning management systems, requires some training. If you're really good at coding, okay, this is heaven. Okay, you can code anything you want there. Okay, offers a lot of collaborative tools. Okay, these are things that you can discover from iPadlet. Use the forum, use the online chat, okay, moderated chat. Okay, it's also connected to Edpuzzle, one of the video teaching and learning tools that you can use. Now, let's move on. For teaching tools, okay, Edpuzzle that I mentioned just now. Okay, how many of you are familiar with this? Okay, let me show you how to use Mentimeter very quickly. Exit. Okay, on Mentimeter, okay, when you have a free account, you can create up to like 3 questions. So multiple choice, what's the question just now? Okay, have you used yes, also no. Okay, show results in percentage, present. Okay, use the code on top 4296948. Okay, have you used Edpuzzle before? Okay, one person say yes. Okay, another 50-50. Okay, this is very useful tool to use because it uses video, okay, to provide content to the students, and you can ask questions for them to answer, okay, using their phone. Okay, we have Edpuzzle app on the phone. Okay, 40-60. So there are more people who have not used Edpuzzle before. So let's do a preview. Okay, let's do a preview of Edpuzzle. 71%. Okay, I'll go back to this later. Okay, now what is Edpuzzle? Okay, it's a free assessment-centered tool that allows teachers and students to create interactive online videos by embedding either open-ended or multiple choice questions. You can put your own notes to narrate, okay, audio tracks or comments on video. So Edpuzzle interactive videos can be made with the videos that you can find on YouTube, okay, tech website, Vimeo, and even from National Geographic. So how do we use this, okay, to teach? So let's try a preview. Okay, I'll post this link on the chat bar. You can click on it and then watch it for 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So this is the view that I have. Okay. Since this is a preview link, you are not added to this Puzzle group. So any answers and progress cannot be saved. Just a preview to share with the other teachers. Okay. So basically, I put up one open-ended questions, okay, two open-ended questions, one multiple choice, and another one is just a note. Okay, so this is the preview page. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Let's say until here, 3 minutes. Okay, so that you can try this quietly on your own. Okay, the first question asked here in this video is, what is your favorite Malaysian food? So type it, okay, and then you can continue watching the video. So for the one that the students can access, okay, this Puzzle you cannot skip. You can force the students to watch from the beginning until the end. So but for preview purpose, you can skip the video or skip the question. So let's say goreng. Okay, continue. Okay, since we can skip this, okay, you can continue with the next question. Do you like nasi lemak? Yes. Okay, submit. Okay, continue. Okay, this is just a note. Continue. Okay, just type the answers and continue. So you have tried these. Okay, I will explain more. Okay, towards the end of the session. Okay, if you want to know more about Puzzle. All right. Okay. Please stop me anytime you want. Okay, and ask questions. So that's about Puzzle. You use videos, okay, for teaching and learning, let's say to provide background content to the students, okay, and then ask them to watch the videos from the beginning until the end, okay. In the preview just now, okay, you can skip, but you can force your students to watch the video, okay, and answer all the questions without skipping. Okay, next one. Okay, another video app that you can use, okay, to teach students. Okay, this is called Flipgrid. Okay, this is more interactive than Edpuzzle just now. Okay, where the students can post their own videos. Okay, and the teacher can give feedbacks to the student. So we have mobile apps version for the students. Okay, but the teacher still have to access the Flipgrid from their website, okay, to create and edit the task given to the students. So let's say this is the one that I have posted for my students. So I'll try and show you the full website. Okay, should you want to log in to Flipgrid, you can use this link. Okay. Flipgrid is created, okay, under Microsoft. So that's why you can see Android and iOS version of it. So on the Flipgrid, it's very easy to use. Okay, once you have your account ready, you can have your group created, or you can just create the topic first. Okay, among the topics that I have given to the students was this one, okay, teenagers and stress. Okay, I asked them to watch the video, okay, and then debate about it. Okay, they have to find related reading materials, and you have to attach the links to the reading sources that they have, and then prepare your scripts with 5 main ideas, record and upload their videos. So these are the students' work. Okay, they have to go through the task, okay, and they can read. So one of the videos, sorry, okay, this is without the audio. Okay, let's say I want to share this, okay, with you, okay, private share link, okay, copy, so that you can listen to the video, okay, listen and watch the video, okay. So you can check the video on the chat bar. Okay, this was posted by level 4 students. Okay, so at the bottom here from the teacher's desktop, you can give feedbacks, okay, audio quality, content, fluency, grammar range and accuracy, video quality also. Okay, and give them private comments. Okay, and also edit their details. Okay, very useful for speaking practice. Okay, so that's about Flipgrid. Okay, next one. Okay, Mentimeter. I've shown you a little bit on Mentimeter just now. Okay, this is what we use to collect, to make the presentation or class interactive. Okay, use live poll, quizzes, word clouds, Q&A. Okay, it's easy to use. Okay, we have a slightly higher level of polls, okay, compared to Mentimeter just now. We have Slido, okay, and also Wooclap. So Mentimeter is quite easy to use, okay, but the limit is, okay, 3 slides per folder. Okay, that's the free version. Okay, another one, my favorite one is Padlet. Okay, so you use this for a lot of activities in the classroom because it can be accessed anytime. The students they don't have to install an app. Okay, if they have internet browsers, okay, like Google Chrome or Mozilla, they can just use this. Okay, so what I have been using this for is for brainstorming, categorizing, okay, ice breaking, charting, okay, you want to provide timeline, okay, these are the format that you can use on Padlet. Okay, KWL chart, what I know, what I want to know, what I learn. Okay, you can also save the discussion into PDF because we have a limit on free Padlet. So instead of deleting it, okay, without any record, you can change or you can download it as PDF. Okay, this way you can share it with the students even in the classroom. So, any questions so far? Hadi, are you okay? Okay, next one, collaborative tools. Okay, again, you can use Padlet. Okay, for one column, you can assign it to one student, okay, or one group so that they can share the same topic. Okay, we have Google Docs and also slides. Okay, what I did with Google Docs and slides is that we use the share button, okay, with the students, okay, and ask them, okay, assign them to their group. Let's say this is Team Frogs, okay, fill up this part of the document together with their group members. So this one is a synchronous activity that you can use during the class. So assessment tools, okay, Google Forms and also Microsoft Forms. Okay, we have also games like Quizzes, Quizlet, and Kahoot. Okay, with Google Forms. Okay, with Google Form. Okay, you can collect attendance and everything with the students. So, to use it, okay, to use these two, okay, Microsoft Form and Google Form beyond their survey, beyond survey forms, okay, you can create online answer sheet for grading. Okay, for example, I'll share with you what I did. Okay, I think Temu has used this also for their reading exam. Okay, this one can also be used in the classroom. Okay, if you want to check the students' performance, if you give them exercises related to reading practices, so on and so forth. Okay, what's the question? Okay. Okay, this one is the answer sheet for IGA reading practice paper. Okay, just the answers A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and then you set the answer key on your own. Okay, you see the response from the students and the insight. Okay, which one are frequently missed question? Okay, question 7, 8, 9, 10, for example. Okay, and then you can release the scores to the students. So out of 30, how many marks do they have? So these are very quick, okay? So as answer sheet over here. All right. So using image and video in quiz form, okay, something like Edpuzzle, but you put it into your Google form and Microsoft form. Okay, attendance. Okay, you can use this as attendance. And also, okay, if you're using Microsoft Office form, you can embed these on PowerPoint. There's a button there on PowerPoint. So what's the difference between Google Forms and Microsoft Forms? Okay, I have mentioned this earlier. Okay, for Google Forms, okay, we have desktop access only. Okay, or you have to use your phone browser. Okay, if you want to edit your phone or your form. Okay, no smartphone app. Okay, forms have to be published and unpublished manually. Okay, results can be generated via Google Sheet. Okay, but Microsoft Forms, okay, you have desktop and phone browsers access. Okay, online access via office.com. You don't have smartphone app. Okay, it can be published and unpublished automatically. It means that you can schedule your forms. Okay, so results can be generated by Microsoft Excel. Okay, and links to the form can be generated as QR code automatically. So one thing to demo over here. Okay, Microsoft Form. Okay, this is the feedback survey for training. So if you want to share your form, okay, you have this button here, link, and then the auto-generated QR code. You don't have to go elsewhere to generate the code. Okay, just download it over here. So the one that I have mentioned just now, okay, where you can schedule the form. Okay, setting. Okay, who can fill out this form? Anyone with the link can respond. Accept response, start date, and also end date. You can even shuffle the questions and customize thank you messages. So these are the functions that is not available on Google Form. Okay, but it is available on Microsoft Form. All right. So for quizzes, okay. Let's try one quiz. Okay. Okay, instructors base. Oh, sorry, I have to log in first. Okay, trivia. Okay, if you have your phone out right now, okay, go to joinmyquiz.com, enter the code 166566. If you want to use your computer, I'll share the link on the chat bar. Okay, one tip of using Google Meet, okay, if you want to share the audio of your screen from your computer with your students, okay, when you are sharing your screen, please choose the share a tab so that you can share your audio with your students. So using the regular share the screen, you won't be sharing the audio with the students. So All right, we have 10 participants. The other 8, okay, are still trying. Okay, let's start. Okay, this is teacher space, so I will proceed, okay, when I think everyone has got the question. Okay, move on. Oh, even I don't know this question. Okay. Next one. Okay, what is the third planet from the sun? Okay, so you have tried almost 8 questions. We have 30 actually. This is for just for demo. So I will end the quiz. Okay, so if you want to find this one, okay, or even Bella says there's error on quizzes, got out, cannot join in. Okay, maybe it's the internet connection. Oh, the sound. Okay, so first place done. Okay, second, okay, I missed what? Okay, so when you have already answered the question, or your students have answered the question, you can download the results. Okay, you got quiz highlights over here. Okay, let me zoom in. Oh, I zoomed in the wrong page. Sorry. Okay, zoom in this page actually. Okay, so interesting facts, longest question, toughest question, class accuracy. You can email the parents. Okay, overview according to the students. Okay, or overview according to the questions. Okay, so you can go through these questions with your students. Okay, to check their understanding. Okay, so that's about it for quizzes. Oh, I cannot get out from this page. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's quizzes and also Quizlet. For Quizlet, okay, this is very useful when you are teaching vocabulary to the students, especially the one from the lower levels. So What is good about Quizlet is that you have mobile apps that you can use on your phone as a teacher. You can create the flashcards from your phone. Okay, let's say I have vocabulary games over here. Okay, the flashcards here are created, okay, from the phone. Okay, you can even edit this from your computer. Okay, once you have the word here ready and then you have the definition, okay, let's see. So how many questions you can ask the students, okay, if you want to create a game, okay, live game with the students using Quizlet, okay, around, if you have a lot of time, 20, okay, but if you want to do a very quick check on your students, just provide around 10 to 15 words for them. So maybe we can try this one. Okay, so get started. Oh, I forgot to share my screen with you. Okay. Okay, let's get started with Quizlet. Okay. All right, this is the Quizlet page again. Okay, let me explain this a little bit. Okay, this is the words that you would like to define, and then the definition that you are giving to the students. So once you have Quizlet ready, okay, the flashcards ready, you can create a live game with the students. Okay, so Quizlet Live. Okay, random teams or individuals. Okay, if you're using this, okay, for blended learning in the classroom, it's good for you to have the students do this as a team. Okay, but since you're doing this online, just use individual. Okay, what do you want to put on top? Okay, the word first or the definition later. This one. Okay, I'll choose this one. Okay, there's actually background sound of this, okay, but I didn't share it with you because the internet is not stable. So what you can do is, okay, go to Quizlet Live, okay, type this code, okay, or you can just scan. Okay, copy game link, okay, I'll put up the link on the chat bar, okay. So if you compare Quizlet and also Quizzes, Quizlet uses a little lower bandwidth compared to Quizzes just now. So everyone can join this game. So if the students install Quizlet app on their phone, they can just quickly scan the QR code and join. Okay, 8 players only. All right. Okay, so few more people are joining in. Okay, let's start. Okay, you have your own symbols over here: penguins, reindeers, alpacas, bears, bald eagle, T-Rexes. Okay, so start the game. So if you're using this from your phone, you can hear the background sound playing. Okay. But when you are using Quizlet, okay, the aim is to get all the questions answered correctly. So when you answer one question incorrectly, you'll go back to 0. Okay, it's not about who finished first. Okay, it's about who finished accurately. Oh, we have the winner already. So continue to start. Okay. So you can review this with your students later once you're done. Okay, that's about Quizlet. All right, thank you for playing. So that's Quizlet. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the session. Okay, but I'm going to open 1 hour if you would like some tutorials on the tools that I have introduced just now very quickly. But you can explore this because other tools to explore. Okay, we can use Canva if you want to create posters with the students. Okay, this is very easy to use because we have the mobile apps. Okay, we can also access them on the desktop. Okay, for screen recording, you can try Loom, okay, Screencast or Matic, okay, the function for screen recording on PowerPoint or also on OBS. Okay. For presentation, you can try Nearpod, Microsoft Sway. Okay, for speaking and presentation activities, you can even try IG and YouTube Live. And also another alternative to Google Classroom, which is IAttend and another another alternative to Google Classroom is just at Modo. Okay, pretty basic. It's not hard to use. Okay, so this is Canva just now. So I would like to open the floor for questions or any short or quick tutorial for any of the tools that I have introduced earlier. Or if you want to share what you have used for the past semester, okay, any new ideas or not, okay, please do so. Okay, you want to ask question, don't forget to switch on your microphone first.
Assalamualaikum, Sister Afifah. I have a question that I want to ask.
Who is it?
I'm Farid.
Oh, Farid. Okay, ask
Yeah,
away.
I want to ask a question. I believe next week will be the start of the new semester, right?
Yes.
So how can the students be in touch with us, or how can we be in touch with the students?
Oh, okay. The basic tool that you can use is WhatsApp.
So like according to the class
Okay,
list, now we can
so
contact them individually.
before this in our attendance list, there was no phone numbers and everything. So if you want to start a new semester next week, okay, you can go to what do you call that, in our app. Okay, print out your class list. Okay, there will be phone numbers on the class list. Okay, so what I did previous semester was, because some of the students were quarantined, so I've got their phone numbers from the class list. I created Google Classroom, okay, and then created a WhatsApp group for them, and then share the link on Google Classroom. So once you have their phone numbers, you can contact them already. Okay, other question. Okay, Bella, no question. Okay, anything else? Okay, if you don't have any question right now, okay, I'll share the link to training feedback survey. Can you fill that in? And then we can end our session. So if you have questions, please ask. So you want any tips or whatnot? Okay, I can try and help you. So training feedback survey, it's on the chat bar. Okay, click there and then answer the questions. Okay, don't forget to time out, okay, once you're done. Okay, I just noticed that on Google Meet that we are having right now, we have new function, which is raise hand. Okay, that means you can use this to ask question. Oh, it appears on the sidebar also. Okay, Bella asked the question. Okay, how do you make the ta'aruf session or the first class interesting? Ooh, okay, I have shared very quickly just now. Okay, but I'm gonna show you the original part. Okay, where I use Padlet. Okay, to two tools that I have used before. Okay, Padlet and also Flipgrid. Okay, let's start with Padlet first. Mana? Padlet. Okay, with the classes that I have had, okay, I've created a Padlet for them so that they can write an introduction of themselves. Okay, maybe if you're using this in the classroom, physical classroom, you can ask them to do it in the class, or you can give them an assignment during an online class. So, where is it? Okay, about me. Okay, this was done on Padlet. So for ta'aruf. So they write something about themselves, okay, but give them a limit, let's say 100 words. Okay, do not go more than that. Okay, they explain about themselves. Okay, and then share the most precious photos of them, for example. Okay, this was used during the ta'aruf week. Okay, first week of classes. Okay, and another one, if you want to listen to them speak, you can use Flipgrid. Okay, oh, my Flipgrid has been missing. Let me find. Okay, Flipgrid. Okay, and ask them to introduce themselves again about me over here. Where they use the app on their phone to record the video, okay, and introduce themselves. For example, okay, I've set 3-minute video on Flipgrid. Share your background, hobbies, ambition, experience during the RMO, RMCO. Okay, what did you do to fill up your time and things that you have learned during those months. Okay, and some instruction. Tap the green button to record or record and edit your video into Flipgrid app. So this is what my students did. I can share one with you, okay, if you want to watch them. So, all right. Okay, Farid asks, okay, are there other ways to get in touch with the students for the first time without revealing our phone? Yes, you can. Okay, contact one person, ask that person to create WhatsApp group. Okay, if you are not familiar with WhatsApp, okay, Okay, if you go on your WhatsApp, okay, and you select created one group, for example, that you can share with your students without revealing your phone number. Oh, okay, again, a question. Oh, you have to reveal your phone number, Farid. If I can share with you, I have 2 phone numbers. One for the student, one for the office. Okay, so that I can have different WhatsApp group with them. Okay, so if you don't really want to reveal your phone number, just share with one person from that group. Ask them to have their own separate WhatsApp group. Okay, and then you can convey your message to that person. Okay. All right. Or have them enroll on Google Classroom right away. So if they are enrolled on Google Classroom, you don't have to share your phone number. Okay. Other question? Okay, if you have time out already, okay, or you have any other question, you can just email me or WhatsApp me. Okay, if you know my phone number, I think I share it on the email. All right, so that's all for today.
One more question from
one more question. Okay, all right. Ask Ikram.
No, from my sister in the chat box.
Oh,
How
one
long
more
do you
question.
usually conduct online session?
How long do I usually conduct online session? This is like this. So from my virtual classes previous semester, okay, usually if I have how many hours of class? Okay, for virtual class, okay, I have like 2 hours a week, right? Okay, usually I ask them, okay, I put up schedule work for them to do, okay, online, and then I'll get back to them after 1 hour to discuss what they have been doing. For example, like Flipgrid, okay, they need some time to prepare for their videos. So that's why you have to put down very clear instruction. Putting down very clear instruction is really important. Okay, so let's say, okay, I have put up this topic here on Flipgrid. Okay, I'll give them 1 hour. Okay, find related reading materials. It means they have to go online and find related articles. They have to read it. Okay, attach the links when you upload the video. Read the materials and prepare your script. So this cannot be done in just like 30 minutes. Okay, at least 1 hour. So when you go through this, okay, after they have uploaded their videos, you can go through this one by one with them, okay, during the online session, for example. Okay, so ideas for this, okay. But you have to ask your students, okay, if they have stable internet connection or not. Otherwise, you have to like reduce the time that you can do your online meeting on Google Meet. Most of the activities could be asynchronous. Most of the activities could be asynchronous, yes, okay, not at the same real time. So Fazira, if you have time out, it's okay. All right, any last question? Okay, no more, right? So I would like to end this session by reciting Surah Al-As and Tasbih Kifarah.